The right piece of advice at the right time can make a great difference in the long run, and the kids of the rich have a massive head start. Not only because of the resources that they already have, but because of the mindset that their parents instill within them. Having the correct mindset is by far the most important thing that you can give to your child. The first lesson that the rich teach their kids is to focus on increasing income instead of lowering expenses. One of the most valuable lessons a parent can teach their child is how to generate more money, because it takes the same amount of work or effort to barely survive or to make a fortune. Some of you watching may be a little surprised by that statement, but it is the truth. But the difference is the approach and the knowledge you use to back that effort up, which is taught by rich parents. The smarter you are from a financial perspective, the less of an effort you need to put into the real world. This is the reason why Wall Street brokers earn so much more money than construction workers. Who do you think of the two puts in more effort? Poor people are always focused on lowering expenses as much as possible, to the point where you question, why are you even living? Do you think the rich care about spending $5 for a cup of coffee from Starbucks, or whether or not they should spend $20 to purchase a new book? Instead, the wealthy put all of their attention into increasing the amount of money coming into their bank account. If you substantially increase your income, you will always have a large amount of cash left over at the end of every month. Number 2, the rich teach the kids the difference between an asset and a liability. The poor never know what's a good purchase and what's a bad purchase. After poor people earn money, the first thing they do is to spend it. Notice how all the bars, restaurants, and clothing stores are busy after the first day of payday. That's how the poor stay poor. The simplest way to explain this is that an asset makes you money while a liability costs you money. Unfortunately, poor people never realize what's considered a liability. For example, both the vehicle you drive and the home you stay in are actually liabilities. The reason for this is that they don't generate any revenue for you. They demand money from you to keep on running. Same goes for your new iPhone, designer clothes, your 75-inch smart TV, and everything else you purchase without thinking. While the rich focus all their time, energy, and money on acquiring more assets. Buying an apartment that generates rent, creating a product that generates revenue, purchasing stocks that earn dividends, and while most rich people have luxurious cars and luxurious homes, the assets they already have pay for those kinds of luxuries. Rich people never buy luxuries from their own earnings. Their minds work in a way that if they want a new car, they figure out how to buy an asset which generates revenue, and they use the income from those assets to pay for the lease of the car. That way, when they want to get rid of the car, they still have money coming in from that asset. This is the crucial difference in behavior in the rich and poor. For the rich, when money starts coming in, they focus on buying assets instead of spending it. Number 3, the rich teach their kids on understanding how money works. Now, this might sound a little simple to you, but there aren't many people that ask themselves, how do people make money? What factors determine my salary? Why am I being paid this much by my employer? Or what needs to happen to improve my finances? Now, rich parents make it a priority to discuss the value and importance of money in their household as soon as possible. And this familiarizes kids from a young age with the concept of value in exchange for services. Provided they're put in real life situations where they can figure out pretty quickly that money is a lot harder to earn than it seems. The poor, on the other hand, never talk about money at home with the family. It's usually a secret how much money the parents earn, how much is spent, or how much money is saved at the end of the month, if any. The only time the kids hear about money is when parents are arguing about not having enough, thus associating the entire concept of money with negative feelings. Number 4, how to use good debt instead of bad debt. Bad debt makes you poor while good debt makes you rich. Did your parents ever mention this to you when you were growing up? Probably not, right? It's one of those lessons that the rich have figured out a long time ago. Other people and institutions will actually help you get quicker if you know the difference between good and bad debt. Because it's all about the purpose of what you are using the debt for. Poor people take out loans for the purpose of spending that money on liabilities. They borrow money to get a new car, to get a new phone, to cover their basic necessities, which is not going to bring in any money for them. The rich only borrow money with the purpose of generating more money. Banks and investors love to lend money to these types of people as long as you can clearly explain to the bank how your money will be safe and how you'll be able to pay them back. Number 5, money is a tool and it's a good thing. How many times have you heard people say that money is the root of all evil? Think about all the people that have said that to you and just think about how successful they are and how happy they are in their lives. Poor people blame their misfortunes on the lack of money in their lives and associate negativity to the concept of money as a whole. And this is because even when they do get some money, it leads to more and more problems in their lives which they don't know how to handle. The rich do the exact opposite. They understand that money is just a tool which you use to your advantage in life. Use money as a tool as it was created for. Exchange it to make your life better. Number 6, stop expecting immediate results. Building wealth takes time. We live in a world where we can get almost anything instantly. If you want to watch a movie, stream it. If you want to eat out, order it in. If you want an instant relationship, swipe right. But most people don't realize that wealth does not fall into this category. Poor people are always looking for a get-rich-quick scheme to somehow win a large sum of money, inherit property, or to win the lottery. They have this view that their lives will somehow magically become better, but the irony is that even if they somehow got their hands on a lot of money, they're not educated enough to know what to do with it and will eventually blow it all. Just look at what happens to most people who win the lottery. Rich parents make it a priority to teach their kids to look at the bigger picture. Long-term thinking is one of the differentiating characteristics of the rich. You can make a lot of progress in 5 or 10 years. Bill Gates once said that most people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Every year on the 1st of January, everyone forgets about the previous year's goals even if it's not achieved, and begin planning for their new goals and wants to become a newer and better version of themselves every year. But sometimes things need more than just a year to develop. So start planning for the next 5 to 10 years. Number 7, don't work for money, have money work for you. This is the core to getting rich. You can read as many books as you want, go on all the seminar classes, get an MBA degree, but if you don't let your money work for you, you will always be poor. Poor people exchange their time for money and then they spend it as soon as they receive it. The rich use the money to create more money. There's a big difference in approach to money that these two types of people follow. Most people stay poor because they believe you need large amounts of money to invest, otherwise there's no point. While the rich are always looking for ways to increase even the smallest amount of money, because it's not about the amount of money as much as it is about getting used to the idea of growing your net worth for yourself. You can start a business these days with less than $100 if you know what you're doing and if you're willing to put in the time and effort. As soon as you generate enough revenue, use that money to pay for someone else to do the things that you already used to do, so that you can keep that business running and you can focus on growing other parts of your business. I've been a big fan of the US television show Shark Tank, which focuses on entrepreneurship, and I've seen countless examples of business owners starting their business from nothing to growing it to multi-million-dollar corporations. If you have liked this video, then you'll like my next video about 10 different side hustles that you can start. Like and subscribe for more.